What the Okay, that's random. Oh, and my alarm's going off. Wow. Okay. Right. Let's try again because yeah, just a lot of distractions came in just now. I'm gonna get this message out there. Something just hit me like a ton of bricks, and it might seem so simple to you, but it hit me. So maybe someone else it'll impact the same way. But I feel like for once in my life, I'm finally perceiving self. I'm finally perceiving myself. Like I've got to the point where any idea that anyone else had of me, including the ideas that I had of myself and the ideas that I thought would be my ideal self in the way that I was perceived, in the way that I did show up in the world, I've decided to scrap those. So, another distraction. I feel like this is just not meant to go. So, when it comes to the people who are trying to show up fully and wholly in their life, in the world, but they feel held back, I think that it's about looking at the idea of yourself and how you're actually perceiving yourself. It doesn't even matter truly what other people think. Yes, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter in the sense of like, hopefully you see where I'm coming from. It doesn't matter in the sense of like where you decide to change the patterns of how you see yourself. Like everybody else's opinion really just does not fucking matter, even if they're praising you. It all has to do with self first. Yes, I think that we know that. But when I say that I've finally started to actually like perceive myself and see myself, it's more of an acceptance rather than some type of idealization. So, for example, on a day-to-day basis, let's say you're getting ready and you're about to go somewhere, man or woman, you're looking at your hair and you're thinking, oh, I'd really like it to go a certain way. And when it doesn't go that way, you kind of feel like it's wrong. And I think it's that separation from wrong and right, and especially within yourself. It's that acceptance of no matter how I show up, no matter who I am, as long as I'm presenting myself wholly and truly and purely, then I am right. There is no right and wrong in general. So even with self, there is no right or wrong self. It just is the way that I am perceiving myself from my perception. Hopefully that makes sense. But I just wanted to say all that because I finally feel like I've got to a point where I'm not trying to frame the way that I feel like I need to show up into the world, even down to like little things, growing up, I used to really not enjoy my hair. And it's like now that I've decided to break past that barrier of fear and just start to wear my hair out as much as possible and start to style it in different ways, it's like freeing myself from that. I've allowed myself to look at my whole being, my whole face is different from the way that I was seeing myself before. I am allowed to tap into and perceive the beauty that was always there because of the fact that I stepped out of my own way of idealization of who I should be and how the world should perceive me. And wh- it's so freeing. It's so freeing. And I hope that you can see this within yourself. It's like you need to stop expecting yourself to go a certain way, to look a certain way, we just deem things to be right and wrong and good and bad. You know what I mean? Pretty and ugly. And it's just, it's such a black and white way of thinking. And you can't even say that the world is 50 shades of gray because it is every color on the spectrum and some that we can't even see and fathom with our own naked eye. So why do we perceive it with just black and white, good and bad, up and down, left and right? Like it's so in a box confirmation. I just looked down and got a really nice notification. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that. I think it was it was a bit of an eye opener for me, because even just I look at myself through a different lens, which is then going to allow me to look at other people through a different lens, which is then going to help me to look at life through a different lens. And I feel like it's all about the lens. We really need to start being more aware and tapping into how we can reframe and rewire the lens, because the beauty is there, and it always has been there. And that beauty is you. And although you are the gift for others, you are allowed to be able to like appreciate and see that beauty within yourself as well. I think that's it. I have to go anyway because my son's going to be home soon. But I love you all so much. I hope that this made sense to someone, and I hope that this can help in some way. Until the next video.